Hi, how you doing? What's the gossip? Let me know. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. How is everyone doing? I'll tell you what the gossip is. I have just had my doors delivered. I cannot wait to show you. I'll take you out. I've not even seen them yet, but I just... See, obviously the guys were bringing them in, they're so heavy. I think the guy looked like he just wanted to give up. And I was like, I'm so sorry. And then I was like trying to help, but they're solid. I've just got the hinges delivered as well. And I also got, you know, you don't realize how much you need to buy when you're buying a door. You need to buy the hinges, the little insert parts, the handles, the doors. And then on top of that, you've then got the fitting. Per door for a house is a lot of money, but these doors are going to be stunning. They're gonna be so nice. I just went for brass everything. My handles are coming later today as well. And it's just the same ones as the ones that I got. And are they quite big? No, I think they're okay actually. Look how pretty they are. And these were actually quite inexpensive. I got a pack of, was it 10? I got 2 packs, so I think I've got 20. I've got 20 hinges, but I actually need 21. And it was only last night when I realized I'm a hinge short. So, and I think they come in packs of 10. There'll be a way of figuring it out, but look at them. I didn't think they were going to be as nice as this, if I'm being really honest with you, because of how inexpensive they were. I thought they were going to be tiny and quite flimsy, but that's a good size, isn't it? So I'll leave those ones linked if you are looking at changing your hinges or anything, because that is an absolute bargain. I am made up with that. And yeah, I'm so excited. So the doors, I've also been upstairs stripping my desk because I feel like I've not got to the point to start to get it stained, and I feel like I'll do a little bit of light sanding later on, and then this weekend I think I'm going to try and get a stain or an oil. I've got an oil, I just don't know if that'll protect the desk the way that I need it protecting, so may change that out and actually go for a stain. But it's quite a dark day. I've cleared loads of my office. Yesterday was so messy with doing the stripping and stuff. It was everywhere. I've managed to clear loads of it. And yeah, I've not filmed for 2 days, which probably doesn't seem a long time to you guys, but for me, I tend to only probably not film for 1 day a week over like my videos between filming and editing and stuff. So to have 2 days, and to be fair, I was, but it wasn't like sitting down chatting to you. I was like, I miss my besties. So let's go on this ride. It's going to be loads of home updates. I'm so excited to show you this. I hope I love it, because like I say, I've not seen it, and I hope they're all okay, because it did say on the, when you order them, check all the doors before the delivery men go. I just don't think that's practical when I've got 7 doors that have been delivered. They're all heavy, the men are sweating, and it's just a whole load of like, I'm not going to sit there and open every single door while these men are sitting there waiting to get their deliveries out. So I took the risk, and I said, I checked all the glass on them all, and the glass looked fine. So right, let me go out here and I'll show you. I've also got my sparkling water with my lemon, and I'm obsessed with this, honestly. It is so refreshing in the morning. I have this before I have a coffee as well. So that'll be the first thing that I have. P.S. I'm so sorry if I look disheveled today. It's just because it's a go day. It's not a day to sit and look pretty. It's the day where we have to be busy besties. So if you see me looking a little bit disheveled, just be like, Sheldon, it's fine. It's fine. And also I ordered myself, I'm getting into this jewellery thing as well, guys. I ordered, so it's quite similar to the smaller one that I've got, but a little, is it called a necklace? Is that what it's called? Is that what it's called? I think it is. I don't know why I've like gone complete brain fog there. That was actually really embarrassing, but I'm like, is it actually called a necklace for men? Must be. Oh, I've not woke up. You can tell I've not had my coffee yet. You can tell I'm just in trying to, it's literally, I think it's 20 past 8 or something in the morning. So those guys got here quick. They got here quick. They literally got it all out. And like I say, the handles are coming. Right, let me take you out and show you. This one here is the same as the doors that I've already got. It's upside down right now. It was just the easiest way when he brought it to the door, so I'll twist that. But these ones here, don't worry, I'll take you off and take you closer. These are the glass ones that are going to go a lot of everywhere downstairs. I'm just going to have a look at this because it tells me to read this before I open any packages. I think it's just saying if you're unhappy with anything. But it all looks good. They're packaged really well. It's got the wood at the front to stop, hopefully, any chipping or anything. So let's open this one. Like that there. Wait till you see this up close. It is even nicer in person than I thought it was going to be. Like that up close, that panelled around that glass is massive. It's gorgeous. I love it. I'm not going to open it fully because they're not being fitted until... And it's got the beveled glass at the other side. Oh, besties. Right, let me show you this. Let me show you this. Look how big this. I didn't realise how wide that was going to be, and it looks so luxurious. And it's got a beveled edge, but it's on one side. You can see it at this side, but I'm not going to be able to show the beveled side at the minute. But the glass goes all the way down to the floor. The glass ones will be replacing these. These are going upstairs on my bedroom and my guest room. And then I'll be putting glass here. And I've replaced like the basement doors with the same as these. That was the other ones that I just showed you then. But I love these. These are the ones that I went for when I first moved in. The thing that I'm realising though is because, and don't get me wrong, I will be changing my front door. So there will be a bit more light, but it's not the brightest here. So having that extra piece of glass, which is going to be floor to ceiling with the gorgeous antique brass handles, so it's going to be the same as these ones, but I'll show you them when I get them because you'll be able to see it a little bit clearer. But these will look so much better. Excuse the chaos down here, but then there'll be one on there that'll be glass, and this will be the kitchen, and then this is my basement, and that's going to have this door on. And then I've also got another one of these for my bathroom upstairs. And then the glass, this door here will also be a glass one. And then from the kitchen to the utility room will be glass. So everything should, in theory, be amazing. These here, I'm really worried about glass doors because I think they can look quite standard sometimes, and they can look, I know that you can get a lot of cheaper doors, or you can get ones that might just not be the best quality, and I was worried that if I get glass, is it just going to look like all the standard doors, because I do love these. I think they look incredible. I saw Pretty Woman, and the hotel that she was in had similar doors to this, and I hunted and hunted and hunted until I found these ones. And I was like, yes, they're the ones. So I was really worried when I was going for glass, but I honestly think, that it's blown my expectations away. I'll leave the links to the doors below if you're interested. This isn't an ad or anything, a full paying customer. I just think they were great. And I only ordered them yesterday morning and they're here already. So that was, I don't know if that was just luck because they were in the area at that time, but they phoned me and said they could do it today after I placed my order. So I was like made up. I'm not made up with the fact I'm going to have to find somewhere for them to go, because I think it's going to be about a week, maybe two, by the time they get hung. So I'm going to have to get them. But I think I've got everything after my handles come today. It's just getting that last hinge, and yeah. But anyway, obsessed, love it. And if you get any, I wish I had opened it at the beveled side. I should have thought about that so I could have seen that a little bit better. No, that's the other side as well, but can you see it in the way that it comes down? That'll look luxury. It's gonna look so good. And then, oh my gosh, when they're colour drenched as well. So I think like the hallway one I'll do in this colour that I've done this one, because they're all soft colours anyway. So I feel like even if you see through the glass, it's not like all the colours are. And I also got a glass one for my my office. So there'll be a glass one upstairs as well that I'll be able to see right into that, because I just wanted to let a little bit more light in and out of there. So I'm so happy. I'm so happy. So I've just had the handles. I've got a big box there as well, but I placed 2 orders because I made a mistake when I placed the first one. I ordered them and then I realised I hadn't ordered, the bathroom lock, and I was like, I want it to match. I don't want the brass on the handle from the lock to look completely different, so I just placed the order for the lock. And then I also needed to get an additional handle because I remembered that obviously, did I get 2 of them or 1? I hope I bought 2. because I've got through the utility room is going to be a downstairs toilet as well. So I've got one for the bathroom upstairs, and then I needed another one for the bathroom down here. So I had to place the order twice, but that's just got the other 7. Yeah, I ordered 2. So these are the handles that I have. These are the heritage brass ones that I've gone for, and they are stunning. Are actual stunning. For handles, they're pricey. I'm not going to lie to you. I just think that surfaces that you put your hands on quite a lot, if possible. Oh, look at them. They're just beautiful. So those on the glass doors are going to look so good. Honestly, I love that. As soon as I got the ones for in here, I was like, yeah, they're the ones. And then I bought these from a company called Handles for You. I used them for when I got those ones, so I knew that. Look. So that'll be when you're in the bathroom and you just want to lock it. How nice is that? So that'll be on the outside with the handle. They are so nice. All these little touches that I think just take it to a whole other level. And I've been here for 2.5 years, and more than half, I've only installed 2 doors so far, and I'm just getting round to doing all the doors now. Don't try and do it all in one go, but also sometimes figuring out your style and how you live in a house, because a lot of people say that when you do, I've got loads of them here. I'm just going to open this just to check to make sure I've got the right amount. But a lot of people say, like, before changing your house too much, live in it. So like if you're thinking about knocking walls down or changing doors or doing things, live in the space for a period of time. And while I definitely agree with that, because I think particularly me doing my kitchen now, I would have probably did it different had I did it 2.5 years ago when I moved in. And waiting a bit of time is obviously the right thing to do, because then now I've changed the idea of what I want for the kitchen. But I did knock this wall down straight away. But the day I come to view the house, I knew that's what I would have did. This living room felt too small. It felt like, and I like cozy, but it was just in my head. The door, I couldn't have had a sofa. I couldn't have had this styled. And I think of design a lot, so I was like, that's not going to work. So I made that decision. So some things you might know, other things maybe, I mean, I'm taking my time, I'm doing it all myself, as in, it's just going to take me a while. I cannot wait though until I do the kitchen, because I was thinking about this morning. I've never lived in a house where I've loved my kitchen. I've never designed my own, so I've always had to make do with what is there. And obviously I've did a little mini makeover in the one here, but it's not what I want. And it's just going to be that until I can do my own. But when I do my own, you best know it'll be something I'll be proud of. You'll see me in there a lot. Morning coffees, you'll see me in there chatting to you all the time. I'm happy about that. But yeah, the company that I got them from was Handles for You. If you are looking for them, they do all different ones. Again, not an ad. Barely paid for. Bought them myself. I'm going to put these away. Good morning. Just come to B&Q. I've just been to the dermatologist to have a look at the thing on my face. They took images and they did all stuff. So hopefully it'll come back and it will just be an ingrown hair and then I can get it sorted. But yeah, they'll confirm that. But while I was out, I've nipped to B&Q just because I want to stain the desk over the weekend. So you will have seen at the start of this video, I started stripping it. I want to get it all stained and pick a gorgeous colour. I need something quite dark, but I don't know whether to go for a varnish or an oil. So I'm going to have a little look around that section and then I'll pick something. But yeah, I don't know what to actually put in there. So I'm going to go and have a play around, and then I'm heading to Styled As, got orders and stuff to get out today, and then I'll go home, and then over the weekend I'm going to do the desk. So I'm really excited to actually figure out what that's going to turn out like, because I feel like the office is slowly but surely getting there. And also I ordered my chandelier for my dining room on a whim, and I've also ordered 2 chandeliers for the downstairs hallway, because you know I've been meaning to get those. And I went on to Wayfair and they had the biggest sale on, and when I say huge, the chandelier that I bought should have been just shy of £1,000 and it was reduced down to just less than £200. And I've had it in my saved items, like I was toying between 2 colours of it, and I was obviously prepared to pay previously the full amount, but I never committed committed because I just didn't know. And then when that come on, I was like, hello. So I messaged Mike this morning to go, I've ordered these chandeliers. One of them's, the dining room one's got 17 lights on it. So it's going to be a heavy. He said, I'm going to need your help holding that. I was like, that's fine. But yeah, I'm excited. I'll show you some pictures of it once I get home and stuff. I just want to get this done. It's still quite early, but I'm going to go and do this then, like I say, crack on with the day, and then I will come back and show you all the bits and bobs. I am now back home and I managed to get some oil and some sandpaper just because I'm going to need to sand down like the desk because I've done all the peeling stuff. So I just probably need to go and turn this light on. I'm going to need to just maybe give it a light sand now because I've done a great job of getting loads of it off. The paint that I decided to go for, or oil, sorry, was this Danish oil, and I went for a dark oak. So this is the colour of the desk. This has got a little bit of oil on it here. You can see that a little bit darker than this bit. This is the natural wood. Once it was sanded down, I just want to see how this one is, and then I'm just going to put a little bit here, compare them, and then I'll sand the rest of it down. But it probably just needs a go over. It is looking so much better than it was, but it does need a little bit of a zhuzh. So we'll get there slowly but surely. So I'm just going to test some of this. Just need to grab a little cloth. So this is the area. I'm just going to test it with an old tea towel just to see what this new oil looks like in comparison to the other one. I want it to be a bit darker. And I just hope this protects the wood as well. I think it says to give a couple of coats. So I'll definitely do that. I think the problem that I need to figure out is some parts of the desk look different colours. So I'm a little bit worried that it's going to show through the oil. So I need to just do a couple of little play around areas and see how it comes on. But I do love that colour. It looks so rich. Let me go over the top of this bit because I don't think I'm going to do that colour anyway. Can you see that grain? It does say to do a couple of coats as well, so I'll sit and play around and see how I got on. Look how good the lights look. They look so good. I have done the desk. It is much later now and I've just been chilling up here and picked up my book. So I'm going to start reading this. I know I feel like I've been saying it for weeks, but tonight is the night. It's happening. But the reason I'm doing it is, does anybody else ever feel like at certain point that the internet becomes really heavy? Like a heavy place, like it just feels like everything, it's just always like bad things that are going on, and I don't know if it's my algorithm maybe pick up when if you read something or you watch something, then it just feeds you it. And I felt like that today, and I have literally, and I don't do this, and I know I've been saying all year and you guys are probably sick of hearing it, that I need to put my phone down more, but I have literally, it's switched off. I don't switch my phone off. My phone is in my hand most times throughout the day, not necessarily sitting on it, but I've always got it by me. I've always got it to hand. I'm always either picking up to look at something, and today I just went no. So it's off, it's downstairs. I'm not even going to go to bed with it tonight. Like, that's how much I'm just like, I just need to detach myself and look after my own energy. And I think it's really important that if you ever feel stuff like that, just to stop and go, right, how do I fix this? Because for me, it's just constantly feeding negativity, and I don't like that. I'm sitting, I'm just like, I just want to have like a cute day. So I've did my desk, it's looking amazing. I'm sitting in my office, which is random because I'm sat on the floor against the bookcase, ready to read. I'm writing a list of things that I need to be doing, because normally I would write it on my phone. And I was like, no, I'll go old school. I'll get paper and pen. And I'm going to sit and I'm going to read all this weekend. I am barely going to touch that phone. I'm just going to read. I'm going to pot around the house. I'm just going to stay. I feel like I'm just going to have a weekend of being disconnected as much as possible from everything, because I'm going to sit and watch YouTube because I do that anyways. But stuff like that I'm fine with. It's just all the other stuff sometimes on socials that can just be a little bit much. I don't know if I'm making sense there. So please let me know if you ever feel that, or you ever think I need to just step away. Because maybe if you don't step away and you stuck in it, maybe this is your sign to just go, give myself a night away from my phone, because I know it's so difficult. It is, but today I think I was just that scunnered that I was just like, I'm away, I'm not doing it. And do you know what? It's been fabulous, and I don't even want to go near it. The longer I'm away from it, the less that I want to go back to it, because I pottered round, I've been, you know, I made myself some nice food, I've did my office, I've been getting the bins out, I've just been like really productive at home, whereas I would have probably sat and spent loads of time doom scrolling. And I do think there is a time and a place for that as well. I do think that sometimes just switching off and scrolling through your phone, but sometimes when it becomes just that that's everything, that's your whole personality, which I feel like it's mine at the minute. So I need just to hold me to it, but you'll see, because I'll be filming over this weekend anyway, I will not be on it. But I've been designing a couple of little things. P.S. this is going to be really embarrassing, but I'm going to show you, because if you've watched me designing all my other rooms, you'll know where I'm coming from with this, because I always do rubbish little drawings, and that's how in my head I start to design the room. So this is the doors in the kitchen. Obviously I've not drew them properly, but I've got the little spotlight, and then this is either side of the wall. So I'm thinking two different things. So the radiator is going to be here because it needs to be on this wall or this wall, and this one probably works better because that one connects to the utility room. Then I'm thinking of doing paneling, for like floor to ceiling paneling, not like the one that I've got everywhere else, because that's got a dado rail running through it, but I'm just going to do one big square, a double square with some artwork, a picture light. Same at this side. This one will be a little bit smaller because the radiator will be there. Same sort of artwork at this side with the same light, and then some little lights there like that, and then the coving going around the top in high skirting boards. So that's something else that I got done. I still need to design what I'm doing. I think I'm going to go for Roman blinds for the windows. As I mentioned, I have been speaking to blinds to go just to ask them some questions on the sizing. I don't know if that's my hat's a bit messy, or I think it's the Sweden. I've been asking them just about sizing and stuff, so I'm just waiting on them to come back to me, and then I'll place my order. And I would show you the chandeliers that I've ordered, but I don't have them to hand to show you on my phone, and I'll talk you through it tomorrow, because I feel like I'm rabbiting on a little bit here. So when I get up tomorrow, I'll pop it on the screens and stuff and show you, because I'm actually really excited for it. But right now I'm going to sit on this floor, and I'm just going to go and read my book. This colour as well, so I think just trying to get them on the doors is exactly, you know, up close with this, and then I can have a little look back on it. And is this the colours you do them in?
Yeah, and all these are things as well.
So I've just done some laundry. I am giving it all a good wash, took loads out of my wardrobe and stuff and got it all done. And it's the next day, I don't even know what time it is because I don't have my phone. And I realised that I don't actually have clocks around the house. I've got my laptop, so I could open that in a little sec and have a little look at what time it is. But it's probably about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock now. And from closing my phone, I think it was about, if I remember rightly, about 6:30 last night. That is unheard of in my adult years. Like, I'm not even joking. And so I quickly switched my phone on this morning, and the reason for it was just to message the people that I speak to most days. Some of them had messaged, so I was just like, just an FYI, I'm switching my phone off. I'm going to read books. I'm just going to have a weekend of just detoxing from the world. And I just didn't want them worrying, because I know that if they tried to get in touch with me and couldn't, they may start worrying. So I just messaged all the people that had messaged and that I speak to most days, and then I switched it straight back off. I went to look at Shutters, and I switched it on to show the woman the picture of the bait, and other than that I switched it off. I went to the barber's. My barber wasn't in, but I drove down there without my phone, and I was going to sit and maybe have a conversation with someone if I was waiting. But yeah, I feel like there's more hours in the day as well. I know that probably sounds strange, because I've not been the most productive human today, but it's just been good to just not sit, and I'm watching vlogs and watching some TV and reading my book and not picking my phone up. I think it's definitely going to make me change, because look, sometimes I go on my, like, I don't know if anybody gets their weekly report, but sometimes I get mine and I'm embarrassed. Like, sometimes my phone usage time is 9 hours a day. And don't get me wrong, part of my job is being on my phone. Part of what I do is being on my phone, and it's being on social media. So I totally get that. But that's no excuse to be on my phone 9 hours a day. It's really, really not. And that's on average as well. So bear in mind, that's over a whole week. Some days I'm probably on it 11 hours a day, and I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I refuse now. So I wanted to post every single day on my social medias this month, but this weekend I'm taking off. I'm not posting anything. But if you're not following me over there, you should. You really should. I have been posting every single day, but I just think it's doing me the world of good. Maybe it's that every week I have a day or two when I just don't pick it up, full stop, and I can speak to everyone else on all the other days. But anyway, I'm so sorry. I'm going off all over the place. It's because I've not been speaking to anyone, and I've not had my phone in hearing people speaking. But yeah, so I went to have a look at some Shutters before, because I'm debating that now I've changed my mind so many times, but it's because it's just awkward. So the bay window and where the kitchen will be, and I went down to see, it's a little local brand, and the owner, where it wasn't in, it had, I think it was his niece, and she was looking after the shop. So they're going to call me on Monday, come and have a look. I don't know when they'll come and have a look, but they're going to call me on Monday, and then they'll come have a look and then give me quotes and stuff. Really don't know how much that'll cost. I imagine a pretty penny, but I thought, let me explore it anyway. And some of you besties had recommended IKEA, you know, the temporary blinds, the stick-on ones, and I thought you couldn't put them sort of up and down. I thought they stuck right on and they were just permanently down, but actually, after one of you said that no, you can put them up, they go on little clips, so they're not necessarily aesthetically pleasing. However, they're going to give me the privacy that I want, so that means I don't have to put something up while I'm doing the renovation. So we'll see where that one takes us. But yeah, that's exciting, because when I was in there looking at the Shutters, they had like the trim you can put around it, the moulding. Oh, it was so nice. And I'm a fabric kind of guy. I normally like Roman blinds, like you can see here. I love curtains. I just don't know if it's going to work in that space, and I think Shutters will be the perfect. I won't have them everywhere, but they will be in that space, and I think they will look gorgeous. So let's see where that one takes us. I've just done laundry. I've got another one in that's just finished in the washing machine. So I'm going to go and put that in the tumble dryer, and then I'll come on and I'll show you the chandeliers and stuff that I've gone for. I don't think anybody's going to expect it. I don't think a lot of people are going to love it, but I'm totally okay with that because I love it. Oh, I'm slapping my microphone. Yes, I always put this on because I had some feedback to say that sometimes on this DJI camera that the audio is not the best without a microphone. So you'll see that I have this on a lot, and it's because I listen to you guys. Right, let me go and sort this washing, and I'll come and speak to you in a little bit. It is the first house coat wear of the season. Well, I guess this side of the year, and I couldn't be more happy about it. I'm watching a movie. I don't even think, if I'm being really, really honest, I've ever watched a movie without being sat on my phone at any point throughout the movie and not paying attention to it. When I'm in the cinema, that's probably the one time when I don't do it, but I don't think I've ever not done it at home. And I'm watching The Wrong Paris. It's just a cheesy little movie on Netflix. It's actually quite good, and I thought I want a snack, and I don't know if I'm going to like this because I've never made it before, but I've done some Greek yogurt I've done some chia seeds, blueberries, strawberries and pineapple. The thing is I've never tried Greek yogurt before and I've never tried chia seeds before. So like pretty much 50% of the ingredients I've never tried, but I believe Greek yogurt's supposed to be good for you and I wanted something quite healthy. So my Saturday night is spent making a little healthy snack. Oh, that's good, it's cold. I probably didn't put enough chia seeds in because I was a little bit worried that I wouldn't like them, but they're nice. Let me try a bit of the blueberry. Delightful. Feels so fresh and clean. And I follow this guy on social media and he sort of talks about like healthier options to have with things, and he says like have Greek yogurt, not Greek style. Personally, I don't know the difference. I'm guessing it's something to do with the ingredients, and Greek style's processed, whereas Greek yogurt is... But anyway, I don't really know an awful lot, but that tastes delicious and I went for just Greek yogurt. And I thought I would come on because I wanted to show you the chandeliers that I've bought, because I promised you, and I'm like, I need to go on and show my besties. Now, I did say, I don't know if you guys, I feel like you're going to have to see it in place to appreciate it, because when I show you the picture, I think a lot of you may think, I don't know. Obviously, it's going above my dining table, but here is the one that I've gone for. So it's probably, I would say it is my style, but it's also a little bit more, I would say modern. I don't know if I would put the word modern with it, but it's definitely on this side of my style. And I love it. I love mixing and matching, and I just think it's going to complement the space so well. It's going to put nice warm lights in there. It's actually got 17 lights. I am a little bit worried that it's going to be too big. I'm not going to lie to you, but I think it's going to complement that space and warm up and make it just feel amazing. The only other problem that I've got is that, let me turn you around quickly. So it's going to be above the dining table, and I was planning on putting a Christmas tree over in that corner. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that, because then it means moving the dining table. The dining table is not going to be under the chandelier, and then it's just going to look all awkward. So let me know your thoughts, whether you think that would be all right, or do you think I put the Christmas tree in my office? Because there's lots of space in there and I could have that and style it very Ralph Lauren vibe. I don't know, but you'll have to let me know your thoughts on that. Then I ordered these chandeliers for the hallway, so similar to that one in a small, much smaller version. But again, given that fresh, clean, I think it's just going to make the hallway look good. I've got ceiling roses out there already. I will be putting a massive ceiling rose in here, so it's just going to complement it all. Still make it feel traditional with a little bit of luxe design. That's the sort of word that I would use for it. I wouldn't say glam, because I feel like glam's very mirror and very, I mean, I guess you could say the crystal stuff was, but I would say probably more like luxe. So I love it. I'm excited to get it up. It's not arrived yet. I think it probably arrive at some point next week, and then Mike's probably going to want to do this to me, because I'm going to be like, I really need it up and we need to make it amazing and we need to look it stunning. And that, the good thing is that's on a dimmer switch, so it means that obviously I don't have to have it on too bright. And if I'm having a dinner party and I've got friends round, or some of you besties are coming round, you can just give us the feels and the ambience and the... So I love that. I've still not been on my phone at all. I am going to jump on it at 8 p.m. I've gave myself a half-hour allowance at 8 p.m. to just make sure that no one's needed to be in touch with me. Nothing major, but just, you know, like that 30-minute timer, then put it back down and crack on. I've read loads of my book. You know, I think I'm about quarter of the way through, which is wild for me considering I only picked it up last night. So it's wonders what happens when you're not stuck to your phone. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do is just start timing myself, giving myself certain times where I'll be on it. But yeah, I think I'm going to do the same again tomorrow. So keep it off. I'm having the whole weekend. Obviously, I'll give myself maybe half an hour in the morning. So once I'm up and downstairs, because normally I'll just open my eyes and pick my phone up and it wakes me up. But this morning I didn't do that because I didn't sleep with the phone next to me. So I got up off my own accord, like had a shower, come downstairs. Then I checked my phone. That's when I replied to my friends to say, I'm fine, I'm just chilling. And yeah, it feels so good. And then this evening, I'm going to give myself half an hour. I think I'll do the same again tomorrow. I didn't sleep with it, but what I'll probably do tonight is switch it off and take it up to the room, just so that I've got it, just in case I did need to phone someone or that. I'm sure I wouldn't. But anyway, I'm excited. It's going good. And if you feel that you're on your phone a little bit too much, like I say, maybe take this as your sign to just put it down for a little bit, because it works wonders. My head feels so much clearer already, and that was just 24 hours ago I started it. Like, my head just feels like, I feel like we take everything in, even when we're on shorter form content and we're just doing this and flicking through videos and stuff, much as we don't think we're soaking a lot of that information, and I think we are, and I think it just builds up and builds up and builds up. And while I do think there is definitely a space for it, because I love consuming short form content, I really enjoy it, I also think there's a time, and you should have time limits, and whatever you think that should be be for yourself, maybe just start setting them, because it can be a lot. And personally for me, I just needed this time to do this, and I feel so much better for it already, and I'm sure I'm going to feel even better tomorrow. I'm rabbiting on so much. I feel like I've talked a lot in this video, but it is because I'm not sitting. I don't even know why I'm saying that. I talk a lot in every video. And you know that. You know I talk a lot in my videos. But I am going to finish this video here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for being a bestie, and I will catch you in my next video.